Two live?
We're live.
Oh.
All right. We're
Hey,
trying
now.
new here. StreamYard. We're going to go live on YouTube via StreamYard. They're not a sponsor yet, but maybe someday, you know.
Yeah, well, I've been talking with them. They haven't really replied, but like the way we've been blowing up, and John, Stuttering John has been there's talks with him to try to get him on the show too. I think we're going to put together some funds. So if you guys want to donate, we can put in the
not that we
comments.
have anywhere to donate, do we? I don't think they're allowed to.
We'll put a Venmo in there.
Yeah, you just Venmo it to me, and then I'll work out the rest, getting it to you guys.
Yeah, you'll take your cut and
that'll
figure
be
out the rest. All right. So yeah, we're gonna make picks on Week 16 games in the NFL. It's been a really good year, I gotta say. All three of our teams are in playoff contention. Brad, your team is either close to clinching. Maybe they've already clinched a playoff spot. We're talking about the Ravens.
Yeah.
Biggest matchup of the week. Ravens at 49ers. 49ers are favored by 5.5, which I think is a fair number. I know the Ravens have been upset that they're that big of an underdog on the road, but how are you going to make the 49ers any less than a 5.5 point favorite at this point? You know what I'm saying? They've just been that good.
Well, pretty much any home team gets about a 3 point.
2.5 this year in the standard.
So
yeah.
I would rather just keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of crazy. I didn't really like it. I don't know. 5's a lot, dude, right? I would have thought 2.5,
That's
3.
a lot.
Yeah.
Let me look at the 49ers' recent games and the last time they've won by less than 5. You know, like it just seems like they blow everybody out these days.
The Ravens are pretty fucking good. They have a tendency to beat NFC teams, right? I mean, what is he, 15-2 against them or something like that? So, yeah, I don't know.
Also, this is the Monday night game. 7 straight underdogs have won on Monday Night Football, which is the dogs eat on Monday night.
Broncos need more Monday night games, man. That's some bullshit. Put us in prime time. Let's ride.
Broncos.
Yeah, so you think that so you guys actually Matt, you think that the 5 is normal? Like
I mean, I'm just looking at the 49ers schedule. They've won their last 6 games all by more than 10 points. And most of these are by, 15, 20 points.
Yeah. And who has that been?
They beat the Jaguars 34-3. They beat the Bucks 27-14.
All right, so 2 bad teams.
They beat the Seahawks 31-13. They beat the Eagles 42-19. They beat the Seahawks again 28-16.
I put a lot into that Eagles game though. That was in San Fran too, right?
It was in Philly.
Oh, it was in I don't know why.
There goes that.
No, but either way, that could have played into it as like even more because they had that game circled the whole year, dude, after what happened to them in the NFC Championship game. So them beating them real bad, I think if they run into each other again, I'd be shocked if it was that much of an upset. Although Philly's D is starting to get a little like banged up. So
Philly's D is just kind of trashed this year from what I've seen.
New coordinator on both sides of the ball. I think it's showing.
Yep.
Yeah, they got old Patricia there.
I think Philly's got a good D line and really nothing else.
Patricia always does the Belichick thing with the pencil in his ear, right? But maybe he needs to start actually writing some shit down with
it. Take some
Belichick.
notes.
Yeah, Belichick's spitting out marker lids and everything. You know what I mean? He's like spits out the lid. His son has to go pick it up for him on the sideline. But maybe I don't know. Patricia, I don't know, man. He kind of is losing that touch. Like he went to Detroit and that was just a disaster. And I don't know.
Did he ever have the touch?
Or was he just?
I don't think Patricia ever had that much of the touch.
He was just the dude. Yeah, he just knew the system that Bill knew, and he was his little whipping boy.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. I think the Ravens stay within 5.5. Definitely. I don't think that they lose by more than 5.5.
Yeah,
I think they could win. I don't know, man. I got that game at 24-23 Niners, so that's what I'm thinking. Over under from when it was like 47. So something like that is where I see it being.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
I'm going the other way. Until the 49ers slip up, I'm just going to keep riding with them. So I'm going to take Niners minus 5.5. It wouldn't shock me if the Ravens won. And at least the Ravens are a physical team where they're not going to just get bullied by the Niners. But
You bully.
I just think the Niners just have superior weapons. You know?
Yeah, they do. I mean, really,
Debo, Kittle, and McCaffrey are better than those three are all better than the best offensive skill guy on the Ravens. So it's tough.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah. Fucking AJ Brown is pretty damn good though, man. So
but we're talking about Ravens. We're talking about the Ravens.
Yeah, and you were saying that it's better than anybody on the Niners, or is better than anybody on the Raiders. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm still
saying
on the
those
Eagles,
three
man.
are better than anybody
It was
on the Ravens.
It's been a last.
This week
man.
I hear you. I haven't done shit for work. I've been drinking more than usual because the holidays. I just don't. I have no fucks.
That's how it should be.
I'm just out of it, dude. Yeah. But no, you're definitely right against the Ravens. The thing with them is their defense, I mean, is playing as good as anyone, and they just stay in games weird. And the fact that his record against NFC too, I don't know. I'm excited to see how that one works out.
Brad,
what did you?
It's your team, Brad. Where do you fall?
I'm a little worried about the Ravens. They lost Keaton Mitchell in the game last week, another running back with an ACL. Shocker. But I want to say he was averaging like 9.3 a carry.
It was a crazy number.
It was something crazy high. And you replace him with Melvin Gordon. You brought up the weapons, and Humphrey doesn't look healthy to me. But I like the over. I know you brought up the stat that kind of says otherwise. Whenever the Ravens play a good offense, their offense steps up and plays. It more, to me, questions how good is that Ravens defense when they got to stop a pass every single time.
Yeah.
Is this the MVP? Does the winner of this get the MVP?
Most likely. I mean, those are the top two.
Odds, yeah.
I think Purdy should get it.
Yeah.
I think people are really – I wouldn't mind giving it to McCaffrey. The voters just don't vote on non-quarterback.
If the Ravens the Ravens win this game, how could you not give it to Lamar based on the fact you said the Niners' weapons are better?
It's true. It's a good point. And if Lamar beats Purdy, he's gonna be the MVP because there's not another convincing quarterback this year.
Tyreek goes out for 3.
Tyreek should get it, but yeah.
How about this though, guys? I'm trying to find MVP odds, and I stumble across this. 49ers to win the Super Bowl is plus 185. How crazy is that Vegas is so convinced they're the best team that they're plus 185 before the playoffs even start?
That is nuts. The thing with them is, and it's kind of like with the Ravens too, and I need to see the quarterback be healthy, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I get it, but fuck, if he stays healthy, man, they look good. Yeah, like you brought up the weapons again. It's like, dude, they have more weapons than anybody, really. The fact that they're all healthy this year is amazing right now. Like, they probably having a wet dream, but all that takes is one game where we saw it earlier in the year. Debo and McCaffrey went out against the Browns and they lost the game to them. So, like, they have the minute that shit happens. But I mean, that's any team, if like Jalen Hurts gets hurt, like, Mahomes is out, their team's fucked. So that 185 though, that's saying like you're not even really getting that much for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, wouldn't you think you'd make more money just betting them all throughout every game out? Game?
Yeah, that is like really low. But damn, it's almost like what I feel like the Patriots would have been at when they were like undefeated that year. Like they might have been, that would have been like more of a real, like the Broncos with Peyton or one of those, or Broncos with the Colts, but not,
Are they buying into that Super Bowl colors theory a little too much?
What's that? I don't know that theory.
So like every year when the Super Bowl comes out with the logo, it has certain colors in it. And I guess every year the colors in there.
What is it, a rainbow for them? Was it like a rainbow?
I think it's it was an article I stumbled across, dude. I didn't fact check shit, but I do agree with the rainbow, but those odds make no sense when you factor in not only the coach's history of fucking shit up, but McCaffrey always gets hurt, Kittle always gets hurt, Debo always gets hurt, Trent gets hurt a lot. Like they seem to get hurt. I know every team does, but
and I will say the Super Bowl logos are fucking trash nowadays. They're like so simple and modern. When we were kids, the Super Bowl logos were cool looking.
Can you pull it up?
You know?
What is it?
Yeah, like let me share screen. Super Bowl logo.
This is what it's like to be live, man. We're here.
Yeah.
We got no viewers, I don't think, but we'll get them. People are coming.
I don't even know how to tell if there's viewers or where if I need to open a chat. I don't really even know how.
When do you think it changed? Because I'm looking at the Patriots Falcons one. It's like a classic look still, like just the LI with the Super Bowl trophy in between it.
Yeah, I think. Well, the number of years fucks with it too, because I'll have to have like all the X's or whatever. Or I don't know.
I'm still getting used to this StreamYard shit. I don't even know how to share screen or do nothing.
It's all right. We got nothing but time. We're live.
Yeah. We live. Too live. All right. Well, you talk about something else while you're trying to dig that up if you want, Matt. Mix something up.
Yeah, I mean, Brad, make your official pick for this Ravens 49ers. Are you just riding with your dudes?
Yeah, Ravens money line. Actually,
Ravens money line.
Yeah.
You want the 5.5?
No, I'll go money line. I thought
we were
for a second.
We're gonna do first TD or for that one too. So who do you guys like there?
First touchdown. I like Debo. Going Debo first touchdown. It's plus 500. He's got 5 touchdowns in his last 3 games. I like Debo on a long one early. He can score. That dude can score from anywhere. So just give him the ball in the first drive.
Yeah.
He can take it the distance.
Exactly what I thought.
Did you have the same name?
When you came up with this idea or this bet for the podcast this week, I was like that. The first thing you think is Debo coming around an end. You know what I mean? Like that's what I thought right away. I was like an end around to Debo or something like that. Like him coming off the edge. Or I thought they might have something real cool drawn up for McCaffrey to throw a pass to him because they haven't done that yet this year, and they have that in the back pocket.
Do you have those odds up, Matt? Because that seems kind of low for a first touchdown. I mean, I get it; it's Debo, but like, what's McCaffrey even at?
McCaffrey's probably like plus 180. Here, I'm getting back to the first touchdown here.
I'll go with Zay Flowers at plus 1,400 then.
I saw that. I also looked at
he leads the Ravens in red zone targets with Andrews out. He's got 13. So
yeah, okay. Debo's plus 700, not plus 500. Okay. I'm sorry. McCaffrey's plus 300, and you threw in Zay Flowers
at 14
at 1,400. Okay, I don't mind that because Zay. I mean, all he needs is one touch to be the first guy in the end zone. I don't mind that.
They're kind of missing that guy with Andrews gone.
I'll go McCaffrey if you were going to go Debo. I'll just do McCaffrey.
Do the chalk pick. Okay, fair enough.
It's chalk, but
fuck,
you're going to win money on it. More likely than not, you're going to win money on that one.
Yeah, I want to do. I don't know. I'll go with him just because I don't have the numbers right in front. I'm pulling them up now. So, but yeah, what's McCaffrey at?
Plus 300.
Yeah, that's a good bet. It's worth a shot. I mean, who's on that team, dude? Everybody scores touchdowns. It's pretty crazy. Because even Ayuk is quietly having like a really good year. I have him in that league
like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I know, but there's
a lot of coulds. Yeah,
I had him on that team in Seahawks league, and when I'm like, why do you like? And then every week it's like, oh, he's playable in PPR. In a PPR league, definitely. He's just
probably the best route runner down the field.
Yeah, he's like a consistent guy where Debo's just going to do the crazy shit. But
yeah, that'll be a fun one. Christmas Day to close it out. Or I'm sorry, that's Monday Night Football. That'll be the day after Christmas Day.
Yeah,
this 49ers Ravens game. But solid way to wrap up the week.
Wait, what? Christmas Day is Monday, right?
Christmas Day is Monday, so it is Christmas Day.
Everyone is fucking
dude. It's tough when it falls on a Monday.
Why is it killing people?
Why is
fucking me up?
I don't know, but now it's fucked me up. That I'm like, all right, and then I think I have to go to like a thing with Katrina tomorrow. So it's like Saturday is something. I'm like,
no, that's why I've said all along. I wish tomorrow was the day that there was
tomorrow. You're not with your family,
right?
Yeah,
but I think I have to see her. I don't, dude. I'm like, man, oh man, and it's all for the 5. I made the mistake when she brought it home. I said, well, I'll go wherever. I just like in the midst of like
The
that.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
sign me up.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, it's here. Like, I love you. That was amazing. Thank you. Shout out Katrina. I know you're watching, even though there's no way in hell she watches this shit.
But you know what the PlayStation 5 does?
It's quiet.
It's just a gift that keeps giving all year, man.
It is, man. But being with they might never. It's good. I can't wait. I'm really excited. This is her mom's. Her mom gave me this sweatshirt. Actually,
Nice.
It's got.
I
I showed it to you last year.
Some reindeer, right?
It's got Curious George and Macaulay Culkin, and
It looks like Charlie Brown.
That's Tiffany, I think, and that's Eddie, and there's Mo, and there's I don't know who these people are.
There's Santa up in the sleigh.
Snoop.
Yeah, Snoopy. It is Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Look, when I saw it, I said, I have to have that. You know, when you're walking through a store and you're like, that has to be mine. That's kind of what I said. Yeah, she was wearing it, and I was like, get over here. You know what I mean? Give it a little first, you know what I mean?
All right,
they watch tomorrow. That'd be funny.
Let's move on, and we're going to do this different.
Get a hand job.
We used to, there you go. We used to pick like 5 games a week. We'd bet against the spread, and it just seemed to get a little bit stale. So we're going to do some weird, like obscure picks. And this one we're going to do every week.
Spice it up.
Player, pow! All right, we're going to do player to score 2 or more touchdowns. So who do you feel real good about getting into the end zone twice or more? Brad, who's the name you'll throw out there?
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, I thought about that too with no Chase. That's a good pick.
Bunch of bullshit.
Steelers defense, not real stout. I mean, you think brand name Steelers, but that defense isn't anything special this year.
And no Minka.
I could see T getting 2 touchdowns from Browning. I don't mind it.
No Minka Fitzpatrick. They all seem to struggle when he's out.
Yeah. I got a wide receiver as well. I went Stephon Diggs. He didn't get into the end zone last week.
You know, he probably let them know about that one.
Yeah. They're just playing a decimated Chargers team. They're playing the ghost of Brandon Staley for Christmas. I could see the Bills scoring, like 42 points this game and them just getting Diggs easy ones to keep them happy, Because when Diggs doesn't get the ball, he's not happy.
Yeah, even though they kicked ass, I think he was still probably I can get one.
Oh,
I know. Yeah, he's probably giving him shit.
Something was said.
We throwing the ball this play, John?
Dude, if they would have had one more.
Dude, looking at my side?
Dude, did you see when Cooks dropped that one-handed one? If he catches that touchdown, I'd move on in the fucking dumbass.
Yeah, I'd be working you in the fantasy semifinals right now.
You've never done that. All I do is beat you. I wish I could have played you. I played AJ.
How many times did you beat me this year? How many times did you beat me this year?
Don't worry about it. How many rings you got?
I'm about to put one on my finger.
Hey,
I'm getting sized. I'm getting sized for the ring.
When you do, we get it. You've done that before, I think. So listen, man. Yeah. It was getting on your finger. Remember when we played in that playoff game, the Monday Night Miracle?
Yeah, we've talked about this on the podcast. We don't need people to hear the same thing twice.
The live people, we have people in Topeka that are watching. So I want to
shout out. Are we going to go live from Vegas? Now that we're doing live?
We got to
be a hell of a live stream.
Well,
I'm not bringing my computer to Vegas. I don't trust.
I'm bringing mine.
None of my computers are mobile.
I have to bring mine, man. I have to keep up with the people on here now. Now that we're going live,
his laptop.
So
we can do it.
I got
Diggs. Nick down here. In the corner.
Brad's got Higgins.
I'm the cameraman.
Jimmy,
B-roll, baby.
Who do you got? 2 or more touchdowns.
Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra. I love the sun god.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about mysticism or whatever you're talking about. I'm Roman, or I'm
well, like Ra is the Egyptian word for like the sun god. So and I think Amon means sun. So he's the sun god.
Yeah, it's gonna be bright and shiny all day long. He's gonna that team is good. So yeah, I'll go with him. I don't know. It's just a random one. And my prep today was about.
I think that's a good pick. And I'm pulling odds off Stephon Diggs, who is plus 5.
I like that one.
2 or more touchdowns. Amon-Ra and T. Higgins are probably a little bit better odds. Like you get like plus 700 for Higgins and Amon-Ra, something in there.
T. Higgins for 2 touchdowns was plus 1,300.
Plus 1,300. There you go. That's
Tyreek for 3 touchdowns is plus 3,000.
Wait, fuck.
Take it.
That's one I should have.
I'll bet it.
I would do. What's him for 2? because that's
probably like
Milan
only
what?
plus 400 because he's got to be more likely than
I can
Diggs.
pull it up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go on mine around the same price.
If Sam Laporta was playing the Broncos again, what would be his odds to score 3 or more touchdowns, considering he just did it last week? Like plus 300 for 3 touchdowns?
It was a touchdown, and then we didn't challenge it. And then we scapegoat Russell Wilson. We're moving on because all the progress we had taken, and I'm
Sam
watching that game
Laporta,
Saturday
another
night.
St. Louis
It was
area
just
guy.
so
Is he?
depressing, man. It was
Highland,
terrible.
Illinois.
Where'd he go to high school?
Highland.
Highland High School.
I
Did he
don't know
really?
Highland.
Is that for real?
Sammy Laporta. That's awesome. I already love this guy.
He went
Now
to
he's
Highland
from
High.
St.
That's from
Louis.
Beavis and Butthead, dude. That's their high school.
I'm
Highland
pulling
High
it up
School.
now. Highland High. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Beavis and Butthead went.
No
Shout out
way.
Mike
Sam
Judge. I
Laporta
swear to God,
is
they went to
Beavis and
Highland High.
Buttheads.
Dude, we might have to get Sammy
Yeah.
Laporta on the podcast.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
dude, that
Scrap
is so
Stuttering
crazy.
John. Sammy
Wow.
P.
Yeah, let's invest
No, we'll
in
get both
Sammy
of them
Laporta
on, man.
at the
This
same
guy's a
time.
loser. Where'd you grow up? St. Louis? You're probably a Scandinavian.
Yeah. Midwest.
Oh,
you don't know nothing.
Scallywags.
All right. So-
We should send him the link.
Send me the link.
Yeah, send John
Send
the
it to
link.
Joey
Get
C.
it on, dude.
Hey,
Send
John, hop
Joey
in
C the
chat.
link.
Dude, I was in his lobby. I
Send
was
him
in
the link. See if
I was in the corner, like in his waiting room on backstage for Joey C, and his moderator had to hear it out.
Or
He wanted to hear my comments.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
just act like you were on there talking to him, and I'm gonna listen and see. And if you come on and do it a few times, maybe I can get you in there. Because Joey C's like, Jimmy Anderson in the chat, Jim. It was pretty funny, man. But yeah, that's John's right hand man, Matt. Joey C, man. Yeah, we got.
I don't know about Joey C yet.
His title is now
Oh,
Baby
God.
Goat. John's
Yeah.
the goat. He's Baby
John's the
Goat.
goat. But John doesn't put periods in between goat. So it just says G period O period A period. You know what I'm saying? He just puts goat. He doesn't have it. He doesn't do the periods. It just says goat, the goat. And it's like, well, you're calling yourself.
Yeah, I'm fine with the no periods. He's just not the greatest of all
But then he
time
put the period at the end of it. And he's also the guy that'll go on Twitter and call out everyone for mistyping stuff. Be like, it's actually you are. It's a apostrophe. You know, he tries to call
You're
people,
gonna
but then he'll
insult
fuck
me.
it up the
At
next
least use
time.
proper
So,
English.
yeah. But anyway, shout out Joey C. Yeah. I don't know
Joey
even
C,
know how he
shouts.
came up.
Joey.
I don't even know where that came up, but being live.
Next pick, we'll try to keep moving here. Highest scoring game. I think this is a fun one too. So you look at like the highest over-unders for the week. Cowboys Dolphins is the highest over. It's at like 50.
Yeah.
Then you got Lions at Vikings at 47.5. And that's where I ended up. Because I could see the Vikings, I could see Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison going off on that like shitty Lions defense, for lack of a better word. And
secondary at least,
and the
yeah.
Lions
They
like,
shut down one of the top offenses in the league last week.
the Broncos.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
right.
getting there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with this as my highest scoring game. Lions at Vikings. It's in a dome. Don't have to worry about weather. You got Jared Goff cooking inside. He sucks outdoors. He's good indoors. So that's where I landed on this. I don't have odds on these yet. Bovada wouldn't give them to me.
Yeah, they've been fucking up, dude. I spoke with like his wife on Wednesday, Bovada's wife.
Mrs. Bovada.
Yeah, the Boves. And they were saying something about the Grinch or something was coming down and took all the
odds.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So no, which bet was this one though? This is the
Highest scoring game. Highest scoring matchup. So if you don't have it,
no, but I have that too.
spot.
That's what I had.
Okay.
I have screenshotted was Lions and Cowboys. Or no, I have Lions Cowboys, not the Vikings game. But that was
the
the
Lions
other one.
don't play the Cowboys though.
Oh, this is from the next week's game.
Lions don't.
You have last week's picks in front of you.
It's 12:30. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be right. Well,
So,
this is live.
I
No,
can give
but
you some high over totals, like
what was the one?
Dolphins Cowboys is
All right.
at 50.
Yeah. Maybe I just saw.
You got Colts
I don't know.
Falcons
Well,
at
you're-
45.5.
No, that was the last shit at the very end up here. Yep. All right.
Well, maybe this is a new idea we throw away next week. 'cause this
No,
is-
I like,
I like
this one
because
Yeah,
I
it's
had
cool.
Atlanta Indy
you did okay.
again in a dome with Heineke going against I think it's just two veteran quarterbacks with Minshew and Heineke that don't give a shit.
That's crazy looking at the over-under of that one.
Yeah, and both those quarterbacks are also susceptible to turn the ball over and give the other team a quick chance to score.
And just keep
so you
throwing.
get the best of both worlds. Yeah.
That could be the touchdown one, yeah.
Yeah.
Segue.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll do I'm looking at them, but I'll probably stick with
Broncos Pats, highest scoring game.
There probably won't even be a touchdown, man. Bill Belichick might
That one
kill
could
himself.
end 6-3.
Belichick or Peyton might actually like end their life. They're both. One of them is going to be really frustrated, and I have a bad feeling about that game. But whatever. I'll go. Yeah, they go Cowboys Dolphins.
Okay,
not just chalk, but
no, that's.
I hope that's high scoring, but because they don't play each other a lot, so it should be interesting to see how that coach McDaniel or whatever like schemes up to that defense, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the Miami defense looks like it's good, and Fangio is there, so I want to trust it.
Yeah,
I just don't think I've seen it like consistently enough where I'm sold on the Miami defense.
They don't have like a lot of playmakers. Chubb has actually looked pretty good.
You got Chubb. You got that white defensive end Van Ginkel. I do like him. He seems to make a splash play almost every time I watch a Dolphins game.
Yeah,
they
got Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah. Well, they're quiet, but I guess Jalen Ramsey is.
I couldn't name a linebacker on the Dolphins. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. They just don't. Maybe with all those players, they don't play like a defense that has all that, I guess, talent. They're quiet, dude, and they seem to give up a lot of points and get at like times, like to the Bills, I mean, didn't they get killed by the Bills when they went up to the?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope I'm actually pulling for the Dolphins this year. I went up and bought $600 worth of Tua Tagovailoa rookie cards, hoping they like make it to the AFC Championship game and I can sell them off for double. But it's a risk. I'm willing to admit it's a risk.
It's a bit of a risk. Yeah.
Where do you pull that one?
Tua. It's just the AFC seems so like there's nobody that's convincing in the AFC, and I kind of trust McDaniel and that offense being just kind of special. Like it's.
Have you watched any of the Hard Knocks at all?
No, I haven't, but I liked it. You like it?
Yeah, it's good. I've been into it, man. Yeah, he's a cool coach. He's like, there's going to be a lot of cameras around and shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. Like, he's just like really.
It is what it is.
He's a low key dude, dog. He actually, I know he had like we talked about like the drinking problem shit. Like he had a whole mental case thing, and it's like now he's just like, man, and he actually gets the most. I think he talks to the players the way like they want to be taught, like a player kind of, Yeah. It's hard, though, once you start fucking up because we haven't seen that yet. And then when you walk in that room looking like a 10-year-old with fucking capris on because his pant choices and shit are the most like
he's kind of a wankster, too.
Oh, yeah. He's got
special sneakers on.
He's got some swag to him. Yeah, he's kind of like your boy from Abstract, Brad, the damn rapper. Yeah, it reminds me of that douche.
Yeah.
It's like, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm like you said, waiting for a team to go out, and even the Chiefs haven't done that. They're the ones that scare me because obviously I hate them, and like they've done it. They've done it when they played the Titans and the Texans that year. There wasn't a team that took off and like they did it. So the mediocre years are when the Chiefs scare me, but I'm hoping that a team like the Dolphins, man, Tua just he's so small, man. I don't know. You guys alive? Just turning into the Todd podcast, the Todd pod.
I don't know. I was actually making sure it was on YouTube.
Oh, did you actually check on your phone that we're live on YouTube?
Yeah, I kind of clicked.
Make sure we didn't fuck up. We're live.
Yeah,
we're good. Okay. Yeah, all right. That's good to know. We didn't.
It became the Todd podcast for a second.
Todd pod. Yeah, I'm like, So then in 1998, Broncos won their first Super Bowl
against the Green Bay Packers.
The Packers. And then number 2 right there against Atlanta.
Yeah, that one's out of frame. Doesn't even count.
Yeah.
And Dante came into my life.
That one should have been against the Vikings. I remember that game.
No, because that would have scared the hell out of me, dude. I did not.
Missed in the end of regulation or overtime.
Morton Anderson
missed.
No, Morton Anderson, it would have gone up 10 points. And instead, they missed the field goal. There was like 3 minutes to go, and they would have gone up by 10, and he hadn't missed all year. I think he had missed all year, but it was either way a lot. And then he
was like 48 years old. Still kicking in the NFL.
And he stoinked it. And then they went down. Atlanta went down and scored a touchdown and then won it. I think they won it then in overtime. But they went down and drove down the field. It went from 10-point lead. Yeah, that was a choke job.
Yeah.
But I did not want to have to play the Vikings that year because they had Moss and
Chris Carter.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. All right, let's go with
Cunningham too.
Let's go with another bet. We're gonna do one team to score a defensive touchdown. So you're just picking a good matchup for somebody to fuck up, and you get a defensive touchdown out of it. Brad, who are you finding there?
Seahawks. I think they already got 3 picks for touchdowns. Levis, he just likes chucking it up.
I don't think Levis is playing. I think it's going to be Tannehill. I think
is it even better?
Yeah. Or Malik Willis if the Titans just want to throw away the season.
Either way,
they might want to.
I think Seahawks think they have life with Locke. I don't know if they have any.
Dude, he's pretty cool.
He likes young Jeezy.
I know. I hope it works. I hope it works.
He never had a good. He had such a the team around him in Denver was so bad though. He has never had like a good with Seattle. They have some good receivers, so he can throw the ball. He just is kind of an idiot. Like he would make throws that then you're like, whoa, what were you doing, man? This isn't Madden.
Yeah. He's white Jameis a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
I would. Yeah. There's a lot. Yes, that's pretty cool. He is. Yeah, but he's way cooler.
They both got swag, and they both tend to make some mistakes out on the field from
one of them hasn't thrown 30 picks in a season. Yeah.
Well, I don't think if Drew Lock was given the opportunity, he might be able to.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, you're right. He
definitely push for the title.
If he didn't get pulled, if he didn't get yanked halfway through years, he might have. All right,
that was really cool.
Seahawks.
Did you see the quote by Drew Lock after that, by the way? He goes,
I saw a little bit of it.
He said, if I get you one-on-one, I'm throwing you that pill.
Yeah. I'm throwing you that pill.
That pill. That was the quote. I was like, what the fuck? What does he think he's talking about, dude? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. He speaks in rap lyrics.
Yeah, he thinks he's like, but what is it? What rapper said that?
I don't know. Rappers talk about pills quite a bit.
Yeah, but whatever. All right, he's gonna get fined. He's gonna go back. There's gonna be a letter in his locker, like Adderall test.
Just constantly.
What's that? It's some Jeezy lyric. He's like, "I'm going off a pill. Renegotiation. Need another $2 million."
Just making up his own shit to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually probably what it was.
He's getting us. He's just speaking in Jeezy language, man. That's all it is.
Can't hate on him now.
I know. I do love him. It sucks because I don't like that. They get to go have fun in a game like we have to go out and fucking battle and it's all annoying and Russ is doing dumb shit. We trade that guy after he's here for 4 years doing dog shit. He goes up there and they come back and win that game on Monday night. It's all fun and games. Pete Carroll's chewing gum, all happy. And I'm just like,
damn but that's one game, man.
Yeah, I
that
know.
Doesn't convince you that you should have kept Drew Lock.
No, not that. I'm just saying, like the way it worked out. I just look every time I see Seattle, dude. I just get so angry, based like from the Super Bowl, and then now I see this, and I'm just like, ugh.
Isn't Seattle one of those teams that just seems like they always get a little bit lucky over the years?
Yeah,
Pete Carroll
every time. Yeah, right, dude. Pete Carroll, but he's good.
He just bullies the refs because he's an old man.
He evaluates old man. Talent. He does a good job of getting athletes, I think, the way he's rebuilt it. But yeah, those kind of games when I watch him, Drew Lock, and I'm like, we lost to Detroit by 80. They compete and then come back and win that game. Like, really, dude? Come the fuck on. Like, man, yeah.
That's NFL. That's the NFL, though. It just is. You never fucking know.
You just gotta say fuck.
This team beating that team, and then
his life.
You can't look at one matchup and compare it to other matchups. It's just football's a fucking weird game. Crazy shit happens.
Yeah,
I don't know what else
your record says you are, right, Matt?
At the end of the day, you are what your record says you are. And it's speaking of the devil, Jimmy. We have a season-long bet.
Gridlocked.
Buccaneers versus Broncos.
Gonna come down. We're gonna end up pushing.
Better record, and
we're gonna end up pushing.
We're dead tied right now.
Yeah.
So
how did that happen?
It's kind of nuts.
I had a 2-game lead on it, man.
Hey, well, I'll take it though because the Bucs win total at the start of the year was 6.5. We've already passed our Vegas's win total. The Bucks have already crossed it for the year. So
And you not only crossed it, but stormed past it. Like,
yeah, I mean, we got 3 games to
yeah,
go,
yeah,
man.
that's funny. Yeah. I mean, what were they thinking?
Yeah.
The crazy bastards.
I had faith in Baker Mayfield. I don't know what
unbelievable
they were
to anybody that ever is going to watch this live and going forward, man. For this to be our first one, we got to let everybody know.
Nah.
If they ever go back and watch this one, like Matt has always ripped on Baker
forever.
We tried to tell him, and he never wanted to hop over. Hated on him, but he also hated on Tom Brady, which is pretty impressive.
He's hated on a lot of people, unless they're Herbert.
Yeah. Herbert, Burrow.
I'd be afraid to see what Matt would do for Herbert.
How do you guys feel about Baker?
We were just talking about him.
I love him.
We were talking about your other boyfriend, though. Well, He-Bear. How do you think he's going to rebound, man?
Dude, I think Herbert, I'm buying up all the stock while it's low on Herbert. Because when he gets a Belichick or a Jim Harbaugh, a good coach in there next year, and they make some changes. Because
Jim Harbaugh, good coach.
Here's the thing. There's some stat out there, and I heard this last week, so I don't remember the numbers exactly. But Justin Herbert, while he's played for the Chargers, their defense has given up 34 or more points like 16 times. And if you combine the times that Joe Burrow's defense, Patrick Mahomes' defense, and Josh Allen's defense has given up 34 or more points, it's less than what Herbert's Chargers have given up in the course of his career. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're going to have to score 34 or more, you're going to lose a lot of those fucking games.
Yeah.
That's like, right. Even if you're a Mahomes or a Josh Allen or a Burrow. Yeah. So that's where I think it's got to be looked at in context. You can't just say, well, Herbert's not winning, it's all his fault. It's got to be like, well, what does he got around him? Not shit this year. I mean, last year he had Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. He got him to the playoffs. They choked that one away.
Eckler.
Yeah, but watching Eckler this year, have you been impressed? I think.
But I mean, he had him. No one said that till this year, man. Like, that's not. And what I would argue, going back to your first point about the points against or whatever, like the great ones, even when they need to get those wins, even though the average works out that way, the great ones get that extra 3. They get that extra. They get it. Mahomes, I don't like to hype him up. I know it's annoying, but he'll go into that game. They were shut out in the first half in that AFC Championship game against Brady, and he needed to go out and ball. I think Patriots had at least 4 teammates. I mean, they were beating them significantly, maybe 21-0. I don't know. And he took them all the way back and then lost to Brady at the very end, because the great ones get that extra. They'll make it a couple drives at the end that are important. Like, they're not going to lose that game. That's my argument to that. Like,
Well, I'll give you that, because actually, like, this year, that was my big thing with Herbert when they still weren't completely terrible this year. Herbert had chances to come through in the clutch. He had the ball in his hands. If they score, they could have won, and he did not come through in those situations enough this year, and that did disappoint me. But if we're just as comparison, Jimmy, because I know at the beginning of the season you had talked a little bit about how Trevor Lawrence had been impressing you, and he has at times for me, but not as much as I still will take Herbert all day over Trevor Lawrence. And that's what I want to ask you. What side are you on if we compare those two? Herbert,
I would probably go. I'd lean towards Herbert for sure. Lawrence has looked like banged up. I don't know if he's hurt. And at the end of the game the other night, he definitely looked like he hurt his elbow or something. He was shaking his arm, and whoever it was,
his ankle's hurt, his arm's hurt, and he's got a concussion.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's banged up.
Right now, let's not take the last week or two for Lawrence.
Yeah, well, that's hard though, because that's it's right there, and that's what I haven't seen him do it outside of that. But I saw him come back against, what was it, 34-0 in the playoffs last year against Herbert's team. So when he needed it, he showed up. He showed out. He had that comeback in him that we were just talking about when you need to get to that number of 35.
And that's what I need to see from Herbert next year is come through in the clutch.
Yeah.
Because he's super impressive, but then it seems like it never works out when the game's on the line.
Haven't we talked about this for years with Herbert now?
I mean, what has he played for? This is his 4th season?
4th or 5th?
4th, probably, yeah.
It's the same thing every year, though. He
That's
puts
what
up
the
great
Chargers
numbers. They
That's
don't
the
win
Chargers'
games.
disease, though. It's fucking contagious.
But that's that.
They need a coach to change the
Yeah.
culture. It ain't Herbert, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that
do not give up
he
on that dude.
also, I'm not giving up, but in U.S., I said I'd probably, well, Brad, go ahead. Because
It's you said the Chargers curse, and then they need a head coach. No, he needs to get the fuck out of the Chargers
or he needs a chance
organization.
with another team. But he just signed a huge deal.
I know, and that's
at the
on
beginning
him.
of the year.
So
I mean, it's LA. He's fucking 25 years old. He's in LA.
I would not want to play there. That's like a shitty commute to that stadium. It's like not a fun.
You know,
I don't know. I feel like it would be.
They don't have real fans.
To get there.
well, he's not.
They don't have real fans, which also
I
know none of them, dude.
Like, where do you see him marketing wise? Like LA his brand.
Exactly. Yeah. They're not. They probably.
He could be in Tennessee.
Stafford, we see more than him, and we don't really see Stafford on shit.
I mean, Herbert's in way too many commercials as it is. I don't think he doesn't have the marketing opportunities. He's in commercials every Sunday. I don't know which brands it is, but I always see him in these weird fucking commercials.
Yeah,
maybe they're targeted ads because I talk about Herbert.
Yeah, they know, dude. Beers and bets blowing.
But no, he is in tons of commercials, like where I'm like, wow, I guess Herbert is a fucking star in the NFL's eyes. No. But he's a star in my eyes. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I know that, in your heart too. I think, man.
I think I'm in love
for a few years now.
Yeah.
I do love me some Justin Herbert.
Blossomed into an
best
infatuation.
wishes for the guy.
I love that we knocked him out for the year, man. I love that. I love that we're the team that said, "Pop, you little fucking hippie, go cut your hair." Who cuts their hair first? Herbert or Lawrence?
Herbert. Herbert will get the cut first.
Yeah. Be funny to run on the field and try to shave.
You can tell Lawrence puts more care into his hair. Herbert's is just kind of long and scrappy. Lawrence is like brushed and, there's some care put into Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, you look a lot, dude. I think Herbert has straight hair.
I see these people every fucking week.
Herbert's hair is straight. Lawrence's hair is straight, and dude's is curly.
And Herbert's is kind of curvy.
Yeah. He puts a lot of care. Lawrence is there with a straight.
I don't have curly hair though.
Man.
I don't have curly hair though, and my hair is never looking that straight.
Hold on at 9. I'm just finishing on the back.
Put a little straightener in there for me.
Yeah.
Red 80. Hey, you turn my straightener off.
Use a straightener.
Turn my straightener off.
He might have a straightener in his locker at halftime.
Well, that would explain a lot, man. He's a Nancy boy, so yeah. I don't know, man. You're I don't.
It's a weird
the Chargers. My brother-in-law Will, you guys know him. He loves it, the Chargers, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I told him this is the best thing for you, though. Like, you needed to get that guy out. That should have happened when you blew the lead in the playoff last year. But
I'd rather them have this like awful year and get rid of Staley than have a 10-7 year creep into the playoffs and then they decide to keep Staley. So it'll be all right.
All right. Oh, no,
let's move on though. Yeah. We got our favorite pick left to make. First red zone touchdown. I almost knocked over a beer. Holy shit!
Don't do that. Don't say that,
baby. First red zone touchdown. So when you turn on the noon games, noon central for us. First player on NFL Red Zone.
I never got my defense to score. Touchdown.
I've come so close to hitting this bet, and I can't fucking hit it,
That's because you bet 50 fucking people.
I had Derrick Henry last week. I bet 7 or 8 people.
They ran a QB option, and he did a keeper.
And he should have given it.
Derrick Henry.
He should have given it, too.
Yeah, he should have given it to Henry, and Levis was selfish and kept the ball and ruined my fucking – it was a $2 bet that would have hit $56.
Yeah, that is fucked up, man.
Come on, man, Levis. Make the right fucking read.
Yeah.
Run a fucking read option with a white quarterback. What are we doing?
The list does keep growing, though. Every time Matt sends it out, it's like
I do send.
I'm like, oh my god!
You guys don't even bother responding.
Yeah, like all right,
he's at it again.
I'll text one name. I'll be like, all right, I'm going with him, and that's all I got. Like,
one of these days it'll hit.
Well, I'm keeping it simple, at least for the podcast. I'll bet way more than these two guys. But I got Justin Jefferson, or Jordan Addison. A lot of J's in there.
Justin Jefferson.
But yeah, J. Jeff or Jordan Addison. I like the Vikings if they get the ball first against the shitty Lions defense to just have an opportunity to score. Both of those guys can score from, 30, 40, 50 yards out. So it's worth a stab. They don't have odds up on Bovada
Yeah,
for the
no,
first red
they
zone
don't have 'em
touchdown
yet.
until Sunday.
Now that we got this, maybe a couple Sunday mornings as we finish the year, or a couple playoffs, we could do it in the morning before the games too.
We should honestly, what we should do is do a live stream for this pick for the first red zone.
Oh, yeah, we could throw that.
As long as it doesn't ruin somebody's start to their Sunday.
Yeah,
It'd be fun to just hop on here for the first like 15
yeah.
minutes.
You can see the morning ritual.
Until the
what I mean?
first touchdown,
You
and
guys
then
can
we
see
end the stream.
The yakking morning ritual.
Yeah. No, I would totally be down for that though. Because
I would be too.
I won't be sitting down. I'll probably be pacing around.
We did it for like 11:15, like right in there. Like we could do it like once we're kind of set for fantasy.
Usually on the headset anyways. So
yeah. I didn't get my defensive touchdown though either. I'm gonna do Dallas. Dallas against
Miami. You like to make a mistake early. Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that.
They've had a lot of touchdowns.
Then the red zone, I'll go Amon-Ra. So in that same game.
Oh, you like Amon-Ra
this
week. Yeah, nice. I like it. Brad?
That little fucker AJ has him too. And if he's going to beat me, he better get that ring, man. I'm getting you that dub, AJ.
I'm going Jalen or Jaden, whatever Reed. That little Debo light for the Packers. Yep.
He had a good game against the Bucs.
Yeah, he did.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
He's really – I don't know if they can use him like that every year, though, because he's not built like Debo. You keep running that guy 4 or 5 times a game. I don't know how well that works out for you.
Yeah, he might be a dude that doesn't hold up over the years. You never know with those like Percy Harvin types. Some of them just can't get hurt. Like Tyreek, even when he's hurt, Tyreek seems to never get hurt and miss time, as small as he is. But some of those little guys get fucking.
He didn't
they
play
don't
the first
even waste
week
time
of
giving him many carries.
Didn't he just miss the first week of fantasy playoffs? Wasn't he out?
Yeah.
The first week of most fantasy.
Well, but over the years, over the
like,
years, Tyreek doesn't miss games.
No,
he really doesn't.
Yeah.
But what about your guy Zay Flowers? What does he look like this year, Brad? Like, does he come off the field limping from time to time? I know he's a little.
No, but the Ravens just run a lot of heavy package, so he's not in for that. At that point, it's usually Bateman or Odell with like 2 tight ends. So unless we're in like a 3 wide receiver set, he's not usually out there.
Yeah.
So it's limited snaps. You know,
he plays half
60, 70%. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 60, 70%. That's fair. All right. Well, before we close out this, because what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end this stream and start a new stream for the trivia stuff. Just because I need a piss break and all this other shit.
Just keep it going live. Fuck it. It's live.
You guys want to keep it going while I go pee
just
and
go
have a cigarette?
Probably pee at some point.
I wouldn't mind.
Well, like, how about this? But Jaguars come to Tampa to play the Bucs this weekend.
Yeah.
The Bucs are 2.5-point favorites, mostly because they don't know if Trevor Lawrence is going to start or not. So before I walk away, what faith do you guys have in the Bucs? They've won 3 in a row. This one, they have an 83% chance to make the playoffs. I expect them to win against the Jags. I don't know something about this matchup just I feel overconfident in. So am I getting ahead of my skis here with the Bucs and Baker?
Always with the Bucs.
Am I getting ahead of my skis here?
When was the last time you skied?
That's a saying, isn't it?
I don't know. Apparently,
I don't know.
Now,
you ski?
I might use it now, but
saying ahead of my skis.
That is fucking funny. Am I getting ahead of my skis here? Sounds like something.
Out over your skis is the correct saying. Getting out over your skis.
Well, that's kind of a
same difference.
It's like a stuttering John.
That's how we say it in the Midwest.
Today
somehow creates his own.
Did you hear today? He goes, everybody isn't gonna like anybody. He was trying to say that everybody isn't gonna like everybody. Like he wanted to make that, but he goes, listen, he didn't like him. Everybody isn't gonna like anybody. And I was sitting there like, what? No,
makes sense, John.
There's nothing about that works. And then he went through it a few times, and 2 minutes later, listen, not everybody
in
gets
his mom's kitchen.
Yeah,
right?
in the mom's kitchen, and the mom's coming in out of the room. There's a thing of bread up on the damn table, cooking. Hey, John, coming over his fucking shoulder. But all right, so you think the Bucs win?
Yeah, I do think the Bucks win, and I just feel confident about this one.
If Lawrence plays, then the Jags win.
I think the Jags are more desperate.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, and I think that means Lawrence plays
3 straight
because I think if he isn't dead, that he seems to be a warrior kind. I think your pretty boy out there in LA is fucking. He needs to get on the field more, man. He's being, my finger hurt or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's the
worrying
fourth
about the
finger.
hair.
I think the fourth finger. That's the fourth finger Herbert's hurt this year. He already had a broken finger.
Drink some milk. Harbaugh, tell you, drink milk. You won't break your fingers.
Let's get to trivia, though. You're going to go smoke?
Yeah, let me go. Take a little break. I'll be back in 5. Do you guys really want to keep this rolling? You and Brad?
Let's just. I say we can come back. What do you want to do, Brad? We can just come back on, restart it.
Yeah,
I'd be down to do that. Take a little.
Yeah, I'd rather end the stream, and that way we can title it instead of week 16 picks. We can title it Christmas trivia.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Yeah,
maybe I can come up with a new couple of questions while we're sitting here too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Cool. We'll be back.
Well,
cheers.
Cheers. Have a good Christmas, everybody.
Go Broncos.
Merry Christmas.
And my pick is Broncos to beat the Pets.
Let's win 4 in a row.
Yeah. No, that's not going to happen.
No. Go Jags.
Fuck you.